According to Dr. Mhisha, with the advent of technology, a lot of misinformation and disinformation is becoming increasingly prevalent with the democratization of the information space. Therefore, the media has a role to play to give people the knowledge they need to make right choices.
The media is our fourth estate, and the media are the ones who can only get this message out there to let the citizenry know that they have alternatives, safer alternatives to products and services that they would use which would otherwise be seen as harmful. There are ways to reduce harm through using other products for those who cannot, of course, do first prize, which is to quit these harmful behaviors. So harm reduction covers all sorts of things, from tobacco to the way we drive cars, to HIV, to sugar consumption, to skin lightening. It's harm reduction in anything that we do that provides great harm or risk for our health. Harmonization of harm reduction is really around the extent to which we have data, the extent to which we do research and have science. And that science is easy to understand and is something that is amplified. And that was the theme of this conference, amplifying harm reduction. It's through people understanding that these alternatives are actually safer, giving evidence of that fact. That is the way that we can actually provide, make a difference to the health systems of Africa.
On the other hand, the president of the African Medical Association and the Association of Medical Councils of Africa, Dr. Kosi Letlape, said it is worrisome that there is a lot of perception created around smoking. He said the general public has a hardened attitude against people who smoke. Therefore, it creates a challenge around harm reduction when talking with people who smoke.
Because there's a bias and a social perception that has been created around smoking. So you have this hardened attitude against people who smoke. And that is the problem. They are not seen, there are no human rights for people who smoke, and that creates the challenge that we have around talking about harm reduction with people who smoke. I mean, the sum total of an average education at a medical school is that if you smoke, you must quit. If you don't quit, you're going to die. Most doctors can't even recognize the chemical formula of nicotine or the symbol for nicotine. That's the sum total of our education. So it's the problem in terms of accepting harm reduction. And the other thing is that people now start lying, which is what is cruel about this issue. We've all known that the problem with tobacco is combustion of tobacco. That's where the most problems come. So if you get your nicotine without combusting the tobacco, you will reduce the harm associated with nicotine. That's why in medicine, we give you nicotine replacement therapy.
The conference brought together prominent experts, scientists, advocates, and journalists in the field of harm reduction from across the globe to deliberate, exchange knowledge on issues of harm reduction, as well as come up with initiatives. Stakeholders in the health sector have been challenged to consider harm reduction as a key guide in driving public health strategies in Africa. Keneliwe reporting from Nairobi, Kenya.